ice cream truck? You got headphones on.
Somewhere around here. Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful executive producer and co-host,
Jordan.
And across from him, I have my wonderful, I was about to say producer, my wonderful co-host.
He produces.
He produces.
I produce a little
He
bit.
does some producing. He does some mixing like Kanye.
I choose some clips. I choose some clips.
Man,
Omar.
it's been a minute since we've linked up now,
Merry
boys.
Christmas.
Look,
Lots of developments in people's lives. Gio got the sickies.
I was very sick for 2 weeks.
Tell the people what happened to you, man.
I think I had strep throat and I had COVID for sure. I had COVID.
How'd the COVID feel? You've had it before, right?
This wasn't my first time.
When was your
I've been
first
around
rodeo?
this rodeo before.
Yeah.
This time it was okay though. I was just mad because it like lingered, like it just stuck around for a couple of days, and that wasn't very cool.
Oh, that sucks. Because I remember the first time I got it, it was only like 2 days.
Yeah.
I really felt it. It was hard the first day, a little calmer the second day, and then almost gone the third day.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just quarantining.
I think quarantining might be the worst part, in my opinion, because you can only watch so many shows and play so many games. You're just like, fuck,
Yeah.
man, I want to go outside. I want to do something eventually.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was at my mama's house. So I was...
Is your mic on?
It is.
It is?
I promise. Y'all can't hear me?
I'm gonna turn you up.
Turn me up a little bit.
Turn them more up.
Turn me up in the headphones.
Turn them up and turn them on.
Turn them on.
Okay.
Turn them on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You're there now.
Remember that trader?
Like the fucking the T-Mobile dude.
Yeah, that piece of shit. He went from Verizon to
Yeah.
T-Mobile.
What a
He's like, I
bitch.
couldn't hear that other company.
I couldn't hear that.
The bag wasn't enough. I couldn't hear him.
I forgot. What was I saying?
You were talking about Rona and
Yeah, talking about
quarantining.
Rona.
And you were saying
Oh,
you were at your
yeah.
parents' house and you were quarantining.
Because I was at my mom's house, and we have a bunch of cats, right? So I was nervous that the cats might get it, so I couldn't even let them in, because apparently
Yeah.
they can get it. Like, pets can get it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then I have my dad is a little older, and then my mom, and then my little sister. So I really had to quarantine, because if I left the room a few times, I broke the rules, you know? You don't
Had to
tell
go
me.
pee a bit.
Yeah, you don't put baby in a corner.
You had to break the rules a little bit.
Break the rules a little bit. So I would put on a mask and gloves and just go get food and shit. And if they'd catch me, they'd get pissed.
Oh.
But no one ever got it, thankfully. But it sucked, dude, because I was stuck in my room. It was nice, though, because my mom was bringing me, because she's a teacher, so, like, they're off for the summer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got it during the summer. And she was able to bring me food to my door, which was nice. Like a
real
prisoner.
nice.
But it sucked, bro.
Like a
After,
prisoner.
like, 3 days, I was like, this is absolutely awful.
That sucks, bro.
So I would just take night drives. I would go out at night, or like I'd walk around my neighborhood at like 1 a.m.
See, I didn't even do that. I just felt sick. Like I felt disgusting everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Like if I left my apartment to go like get something downstairs, I was like, oh, I hope I don't see anyone in the hallways or.
But you know what I was thinking though? Theoretically, right?
Yeah.
If you're not talking, you can't give it to anybody.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So if you go out in public, you don't even have to, because I felt bad the first time I did it, but I was like, I started going out every day. I was like, you know what?
I started going out every day. I started making out with chicks.
I swear to God, I went to the mall. I swear to God.
I started spitting everywhere.
He went to the mall, started coughing on everything.
Is this, you guys have this in a medium? I swear to God, I went to Memorial. It was packed as hell.
Were you wearing
But
a
I
mask?
was like, yeah, I wore a mask, and I was like, if I don't talk to anybody,
Oh my
this can't get
God.
out of me. You know, it's true though, right? I mean, it can't get out of you if you don't say anything.
If you okay, say this right. If you're using your phone in public and you have your phone that you've been touching the whole time you have COVID, and you start touching other stuff, then you can spread it.
Come on, don't get too realistic on
That's
me.
what happened.
Yeah, I know.
It's true, though.
You're thinking too deeply about it.
That's
Gio.
the truth.
It's true though. Yeah, it's true. I guess at the end of the day, we don't know, because they were like, it survives on surfaces for a day, and then it's like it survives on surfaces for a week or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess we never know. But yeah, you're right. No, there's definitely a way. It's on my shirt.
But
or
if you are
something.
wearing a mask, bro, I think you're fine. It's like you're good.
Yeah, thank God, dude. I fucking hated those masks, and not for Republican reasons. Actually for Republican.
Yeah, bro.
reasons.
No. I don't want to wear. Or don't force me to wear a fucking mask. I
didn't wanna-
hate it. I
Yeah.
loathe it, dude.
It's I break out easily, and I get so fucking hot already, and then I would just be breathing it up into my glasses.
Dude,
It's the worst.
Exactly. Then if you're wearing glasses, they get all foggy and shit. I mean, wearing a
that's
mask is.
crazy.
I agree with the Republicans.
Yeah.
That's just
Oh,
fucking
God.
horrible. But
They were right.
All right. First of all, wearing the mask is horrible. And second of all, how many vaccinations do they expect me to get? Fucking 4? Are you crazy?
At this point
Oh,
now,
for
I'm
the booster?
done.
You talking about for boosters?
all that shit. You have to get one every fucking 6 months. Every
Yeah, I'm
year.
good now.
Dude,
I ain't
no,
got one.
I'm not
I
getting
ain't got
it.
one since
no.
the first one, dude, in 2020.
Yeah, same. I got the one, and then after I got the one, I got the fucking Johnson & Johnson bullshit. They fucking pulled that one. They don't even offer it anymore.
Yeah. I got the Johnson & Johnson. And it
was
kept
like,
me
what the
safe
fuck
for a
did they
while.
give? Yeah.
Because
What
I
did
was
they-
exposed to it a few times.
But what did they give us?
What do you mean?
That's why.
Oh,
bro,
they
sometimes
pulled
I be
this
like,
shit.
sometimes I'm like, bro, they really got us. They put something in us.
Nah, dude.
I don't know.
I think they just gave us a vaccine. I think they just made a vaccine and gave it to us.
I'm not questioning that it's not a vaccine, right? I definitely think it's a vaccine, but I'm questioning the efficacy. Like, they probably just shot us full of a bunch of sugar water and bullshit. You know what I mean?
Snuck baby powder in there.
Yeah, little baby powder,
little baby shampoo, no tears.
They cut it with some bullshit.
shampoo.
Like they'll be fine.
Motherfuckers at Johnson and Johnson.
Seriously, because I got COVID afterwards. It's just like this shit really.
I don't think it was supposed to. It was supposed to minimize what happens if you get it.
Yeah, that everyone's like you can still get it.
Yeah,
I mean, but it like
that was their excuse they used. I
the
don't know. If
percentage
that's
of
the
people
truth.
that died that had the vaccine was like 1%. The other 99% were unvaccinated people.
Oh yeah, of course.
Also, we're healthy, bro. We would have been fine even if we didn't have the vaccine.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
think that now. Yeah.
I think we would have been fine. But at the time, what really scared me the most was just spreading it to people in my
Exactly.
house, and then. I mean, just the longer we keep it going, the longer we're gonna all have to deal with this,
Yeah.
But now
at the end of the day, it never went away, dude.
it's part of our fucking lives now. It's just like COVID is just everywhere and just whatever.
It feels like it was like a weird phase that everyone went through.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, remember that time we just didn't go anywhere?
Isn't it crazy how the world
I
is now
know.
different? Like it is.
Yeah.
It's not built around COVID, but like things are definitely different. And I can't.
Things
tell,
are way different.
I can't tell what's different, but things are different.
Things are different in a lot of ways, man. I think all the shocks to like the supply chains and shit that affected all kinds of businesses to where like places like the U.S. realized, holy shit, everything's made in China. If China shuts down, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So that's
China's getting hit real bad right now.
Oh yeah, that's why we're starting to see like a lot more shit starting to be made in the U.S. Or they're trying to push for more shit made in the U.S. It's more expensive to do that, but you rely less on foreign companies if you do that. Like they're starting to build a ton of chip factories out here to make like the semiconductor chips that go like in your phones and and computers and game systems and all that shit.
Yeah,
because they're getting hit with like a second wave, like a bad wave right now.
Dude, they're
really
locking
bad
people in and shit, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People be
That's something I
rioting.
realized now that we've gone through that, and like we've gone through that fear of like having to be stuck inside. I'm like, man, I feel it when people are like, "Fuck y'all, I'm going outside."
Dude, yes.
Like, I completely get why people are like people are in the streets fighting police officers and shit. Like, I get it now.
Yeah, it's weird because like I had the opposite mindset at the beginning of the pandemic. I was like, no, we should be responsible. We should stay inside. But now I'm like, I get what the people who on the other side were saying. They're like, bro, fuck that. Like some people have businesses and shit they need to run. Like they need to keep food on the table. Like you got to keep shit going. You know.
I think after we can look back at it now and be like, okay, we might have done a little too much. We might have like went too far.
To play devil's advocate, though, we didn't see how the other way turned out.
Exactly.
What if everybody got it, and there were like weeks where like we're short staffed for like 2 months now because like this person got it, and then after they got better, then this person got it.
Yeah.
And it just kept bouncing around.
That's true. There's no perfect solution to how it was handled.
But
like,
maybe we
you
did
know?
take it too. You know what? Lock down the old people, and then just let the young people play.
For real,
let the young people play.
Exactly. Lock down the vulnerable people and everybody else, which is like a decent amount of the population. Let them kind of just go about what their business and like keep producing and keep doing stuff for the country. Keep doing stuff to like support everybody.
Yeah, because maybe we did kind of take it too far. What we should have done, God damn it, is we should have nipped it in the butt in the beginning, and then just lock down like all of our airports
That's
to
some
any like
some North Korea shit. Just murder everybody with COVID.
Oh shit!
we fucking
Oh no, the guns have COVID now.
Yeah, we get all 10,000
blood got on the bullets.
The guns got kill yourself. I have to shoot myself now.
That's like a South Park fucking like a South Park episode.
God, it's on me now, and they look down, it's all over their hand. No, but I think we should have done, or we should have just done only domestic flights, and everybody gets paid and stays home for like a month or like 3 weeks or something.
That's what
because that's what they ended up doing anyways. All those damn stimulus checks and shit.
That's what Sweden did, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Sweden they kept shit going as normal, and I think they were like fine.
I think a lot of the countries that paid their workers for everyone to stay home, they all did a lot better, and they all like got over it a lot faster.
No, Sweden, they didn't pay. No, they were like, no, life is still going on as is.
Oh.
Like no lockdown.
Oh,
Like,
really?
They did no lockdown.
Interesting.
Yeah, they
and
just
it wasn't
kept
too
shit
bad.
open.
A lot of European countries locked down. They also did like you can't fly here.
Yeah.
Asian countries were super strict. I know like Taiwan, bro. If you were in Taiwan, you would have to quarantine for 14 days.
They're too
before
densely
you're allowed to go out.
populated. And then they have too many areas in poverty and shit where like they know they're not going to get the vaccine. And those are my workers, bro.
Those are my workers.
Yeah, man.
I need them,
Brother, he builds the iPhones. You don't understand. This whole village builds the iPhones. They can't get it.
That's just insanity.
Yeah.
man.
Speaking of international flights, international excursions, I went to El Salvador recently, boys.
Oh,
It was an interesting experience, man. So we stayed for like 10 or so days. And like the first few days, we stayed at like the bougie, like Instagrammable places. We went to the capital.
Instagrammable places.
Yeah, the places that you see on Instagram, they're like, or TikTok, are like my few days in El Salvador, and it's like the fucking, people like kayaking, all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
We stayed in the capital of San Salvador, and that was really nice. It's kind of imagine like San Antonio, but really Mexican, or like really not Mexican, really Hispanic. It's all the same thing.
Now we're in El Salvador, but imagine it's a bunch of Mexicans.
They all speak Mexican around here.
They all speak Mexican.
Can you believe it?
But yeah, all right. Imagine like San Antonio, but super Hispanic.
Okay.
That's kind of like San Salvador is.
Like what the city, what it looked like.
Yeah, and like how it feels like in terms of like a city. It's like it feels like a decent city.
It's pretty developed. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty like developed. The roads are pretty developed. Like there's a lot of roundabouts and stuff. Like any kind of like Latin American country or country other than the U.S. And then we went to a place called Lago de Coatepeque. It's like a really nice lake. We stayed in like a lake house and shit. That was pretty cool. We went like kayaking. I went on this hike up to this like active volcano. There's a lot of like natural beauty in the country that you otherwise would not have known about because it has just such a reputation for being
dangerous.
For dangerous and gang members. The president is like a younger dude. He's like, I think he's in his 30s, and he's made it like his personal mission to like lock up all the gang members. It's like no trial, nothing. If you're associated with a gang, if you hang out with gang members, if you're a gang member, you're just locked up.
Damn.
They just lock them up.
That is kind of fucked up.
But
those
it's cleaned
also
up the
never
country.
work, those campaigns.
Yeah, they don't.
It never works. It always makes it worse.
But from what everybody's told me, all my girlfriend's family who'd been going to El Salvador for years and that they're going like with us now, they said it feels different. Like they feel a lot safer. And when I was there, like as a foreigner, my first time there was probably like never any time where I felt like I was in danger. Like it was it felt pretty like safe and like fine the whole time.
We need a young man in our office.
Dude, young people want to accomplish shit. Like this guy's trying to do so much for the city. He's trying to like the president of El Salvador, Bukele, he's trying to like improve the infrastructure because I think there's a lot of the city has to offer in terms of tourism, but like all the roads are fucked up. Like there's a lot of dirt roads or rock roads and just like they're not properly laid out. The infrastructure is just bad. And some places there's no running water. There's dogs everywhere, dude. There's just dogs everywhere, balls just hanging out. They're really friendly dogs, but they're just fucking wandering around the entire city.
It's like whole packs.
For real, just loose dogs. They're friendly, but they're just wandering around.
That is weird.
So we stayed in those two bougie places, and then after that, we switched it up and went to go stay in like a smaller town where my girl's family is from in El Salvador, and that was. I hadn't had a culture shock yet, but that was my culture shock. I had never experienced some shit like that. So that was like. There's no like running water in the place. So like everything is like outside too. The house is like half outside, half inside.
Okay.
So the way the roof is slanted, the middle is like imagine like a big house and like there's a square in the middle and that's open. There's like a tree coming out of it.
Yeah.
And all the water when it rains, it goes into the tree. So the house is outside pretty much.
That's kind of cool.
It is pretty cool looking. It's an interesting experience though, but then the restrooms are also outside.
And then when it gets cold or when it gets really hot, they just deal with it?
Yeah. But I mean it's always hot there. It doesn't really get cold.
Oh, never. Okay.
But dude,
does it rain enough for them to do that?
I know it does.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a rainy season. Yeah, they have a rainy season just like Cancun and shit.
A tree in the middle of your house is kind of fire.
It's
kind of cool.
It's a beautiful look. You feel like you're like in a tropical place. You feel it's way more tropical than here. Like it's so green over there and like all the mountains and the beaches and everything. It's all beautiful.
Oh, but I could not live with no AC, dude.
Bro,
yeah.
It's tough.
No AC. When you're pooping, oh my God, dude. The restroom's outside. You're sitting there in the small restroom and you're fucking, there's spiders and shit and there's bugs crawling around.
No.
And it's hot and you're sweating and you're trying to poop and everybody can hear all the poop you're doing.
There's no TV playing. Someone put on fucking something.
I
drown out the noise.
I brought like a little speaker so nobody could hear what I'm doing.
Just play loud ass.
Oh my God,
Someone put on Family
bro.
Guy, bro. Don't listen to this.
Don't listen to what I'm
this.
doing. And when you flush, you got to flush with a bucket. Mm-hmm. So there's like you can't. There's no fucking pressing thing, right? So that was like such a. I'd never experienced anything like that before.
Wait, how do you? So it's in a
He
toilet.
scoops
though,
it
It's
right?
in a toilet, but you got to use the water to flush. You can't. There's no running water.
Oh, so you just pour it into the tank and then flush it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does that work? Why is there no running water in these places?
It's
They don't
not
got
built
the money.
out. The infrastructure's not built out in this city, man.
They would
And
just have to build a pipe all the way down. Like, is
Yeah.
it far away
Exactly.
from cities?
Yeah, it's like probably 2 hours from like a major city, from one of the other major
Damn.
cities. It's like there's only like 800 or so people in the town, so it's a small town.
Wasn't Jeff Bezos recently saying that he's trying to end world hunger? This should be next, bro. Everyone should have running water. That's insane.
I know, man. But I mean, they make do, bro. Like they figured out how to do things. Like they figured out how to wash clothes. There's like these stone things you can use to like wash clothes, and I mean, it just makes you appreciate
old school shit.
Yeah, bro. It makes you appreciate what we have. Nobody over there. There's no dryer. There's no washer. You just do everything by fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. While we were saying ill, I was like, damn, we are privileged as hell.
Dude, that's what I was thinking the whole time, man.
I took a shit the other day when the shower was running because it hit me for like 5 minutes. I just wasted so much water.
You bring someone from El Salvador, they'd be like, wait, whoa, where does the water go?
Oh, this one has running water, and so does that one. I'm shitting in this one, then later I'm gonna get in that one. And then the sink too. Like that's insane. We really do have it pretty.
You over here
good,
living
bro.
like a lord, bro. Leaving the water running for 5 minutes.
First I took
You're
a
crazy.
shit, then I wash my hands, then I go to the shower, then I lay on my bed and watch Netflix. That's insane.
Oh, if I want a glass of water, I go get it.
Yeah, they could never dream of such a thing. That sucks, bro. But I guess people, maybe they're happy with that. I wonder if like people.
Yeah, man.
Are
I mean, it's what they're
happy
born in. It's what they're doing.
It's what
So
they're
it's
used
like-
to, bro.
Yeah, I don't think we need all these things. It's just nice to have.
Says
them.
you.
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I
man.
need all of this shit.
Everything would take it would be so much less efficient if we had to do all these things. Like the time you would waste to take a shower and to like.
I know.
You'd go to work not showered every day, and so would everybody else.
Bro, could you imagine doing laundry? Just your
laundry,
own
laundry takes a minute.
'Cause
Laundry
you have to
takes
wash
a good
every
old
piece of
minute.
clothing one by one.
Yeah,
So
laundry
I was
takes a
doing
minute.
laundry for like I didn't do laundry for many years of my life, like a little mommy's boy. My mom didn't do a lot of things for me when I stayed at my house in my adulthood, but washing clothes I just didn't. I'd put it in the dryer and all that shit, but I wouldn't put it in the washer.
Yeah, I was the same way.
And I never really knew how to wash clothes. So when I started washing clothes, it would always come out fucking wrinkled and twisted, and I didn't understand why. Like the long pants would come out and like the sleeves, they'd come out like completely twisted and it'd be so fucked up. And I'd be like, how do I fix this? And so now I have to like take it out and you have to loosen it and make it straight before you put it in the dryer or whatever,
Yeah.
so it'll dry properly. That is just that action. Imagine having to clean each article of clothing one by one, underwear
bro.
and shit. How you have to really get at it, you
And
know?
then everything to dry, you put it on a clothesline. And all the clotheslines, because everybody over there is pretty short. All the clotheslines are really like short. So the whole time I'm fucking having a duck on everything. And they kept fucking with me. They kept telling me there's bats that hang out around there. There's a lot of bats. I'm fucking scared. I don't want no fucking bat to come bite me. Dude, when you get up to pee in the middle of the night, the restroom is far as shit.
Oh my
It's dark.
God.
Like I would get out in the middle of the night and just fucking trying to see if any bats are gonna come around swoop in on me as I'm trying to go to the restroom.
Wait, so there was no power. You said there's no power, right? Or there was power.
No, there's power.
Okay,
There's power.
So there's no running water.
There's no running water.
Okay,
but there's
I
power.
could deal.
That's insane.
I could deal.
Yeah. A guy like me, I couldn't even understand how they don't have that. Like, and nothing bad on the village. Is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like,
No,
how
it's
can
the-
you have
it's the
electricity?
country.
But yeah, I guess, like, the way the infrastructure works and the logistics, maybe it's way harder to put water somewhere than it is electricity.
Yeah, I would think so, especially because
God.
like some places are like such over there. There's people that live like high up in the mountains. Like we went to go visit one of my girlfriend's tias, and she lived like this lady. She's like an 80-something-year-old woman. She lived high up in the mountains, like high enough to where like if you walked up, the incline would be like that.
Yo, so you had to drive up and then walk or what?
You need like a really good truck or van to like get up there.
Bro, that's another thing about those kind of countries, like where they have the mountains and
Jesus.
shit. Like in the Middle East, they have that too. Bro, those cars look like hoopties, but they be going up them hills.
Bro, they be putting work on the cars. And let me tell you, they drive like crazy over there, but I didn't see any accidents while I was over there. But when people drive over there, dude, everybody drives close as shit to each other, and they pass each other up and on one way, like one lane roads. There's one lane going this way, one lane going the other way. People pass each other up as there's a car roaring at you.
Ooh.
So they're fucking, and then they'll get into the other lane, and there's another car in the coming lane just roaring directly at you, and they have to skirt back into the right lane.
Dog,
in
what
front
the
of
hell
car.
is going on
But
over
they know
there?
how to do it, dude. When
Yeah,
I
they
went
do
to-
it. And they don't get in accidents. So
Gio, I want to take you over there.
I would be freaking the fuck out.
Gio would stick out like a sore fucking
Oh
thumb.
my God.
Oh, for real, bro. But no, actually, I did see some people over there. I saw some black people over there, bro. I saw
Yeah, there's
maybe
black
like
people over there.
Be tall as hell too.
no nobody that looked
black-
like Gio though. I didn't see
Oh.
any. Gio was very. The black people I saw, they were obviously American black people.
Really?
There were just like some shorter black people. There was like this one gay dude and like this black chick and her husband, like this other black couple.
Oh, like at the resort or in the city?
This was in the main city in San
Oh,
Salvador.
okay.
It's like the more like the place I said looks more like San Antonio. Like that's the biggest city in that country in El Salvador.
Okay.
That's the capital. So that's like a huge.
Where
Part of
is
the
El
city.
Salvador
Country.
in South America?
On the upper
It's
on
right,
the,
right?
in the- it's on the lower part. It's in
in
Central
between
America.
Mexico
It's in
and-
Central America.
Yeah, okay.
On the lower part between Honduras and Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
So what's at the top? The top is all Brazil, right?
The top of Central is
No.
Mexico.
You're thinking about a different continent.
No,
bro.
like when you cross into the Mexican border, that's Mexico. But then
It's to the right.
like, on the circle part of South America. You know what I'm talking about?
The round part.
Yeah, not the
You talking about when you go? You talking about
not the
alright,
tail.
You talking about the booty part. That's
no,
Brazil.
Let me talk.
Okay.
Let me talk here. So you go from Mexico. Are you thinking Mexico to Panama to South
Okay.
America? Is that what you're trying to figure out? Like
Yes.
where? So there's Brazil from Panama, and then after you leave Panama and you exit, you get into like I think Brazil or Colombia or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then everything else is Central America.
Those
Those are big countries.
Central America is on the Pacific side. Oh no, the Atlantic side of Mexico, on the right
Yeah.
side. That makes sense. It's almost like a big stretch of islands.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Belize, Guatemala, Nicaragua.
I need a geography
Yeah.
lesson, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know
not
where
gonna
some
lie,
of these things are.
Bro, Central America, I for a minute was just like, oh, it's just Mexico.
Yeah.
It's all Mexico.
Pretty
Ask me
much.
where Sweden was. I couldn't tell you, dude. You can give me 30
Sweden.
tries. Maybe I'd get it.
Oh man, all I know is they talk all silly, bro.
They talk all silly.
They do.
They're happy as fuck over there
Yeah.
in Sweden.
And they got nice
More-
prisons.
They're one of the happiest
Do they?
places. They have fucking universal health care. They don't have to worry if they fucking break their arm.
You guys ever wonder if the nice prison system is the right way to go? Recently, I was watching a video of some Alabama inmates, right, and they were like recording this. So it was in the middle of the freeze, like that week, last week where it was cold as shit, and I guess in other parts of the country it was also cold as shit, like in other southern countries, states. And these inmates were recording, or someone was recording these inmates in a jail, and there was water spewing out of the ceiling, and they were all drenched. There was like fucking 4 inches of water on the floor. And I was like, man, this is not right. Like, this sucks that these people have to deal with that. I wonder if we were to go the nice prison route, if that would really reform people, or if it would just enable them to feel like I can do whatever I want, because when I come in here, it's not that bad.
I don't think it's the prison being nice. I think if you actually put the energy into reforming people,
Like,
then,
give, like classes and all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, I think that goes more like
Yeah.
having counseling for these people, having opportunities for them when they get out of prison, like enabling them to take, like you said, classes or just learn like trades, not giving them like basically slave jobs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
That's exactly what they do. It's like slave jobs.
exactly, and they pay them like cents,
Yeah.
cents, legit. They
'Cause
pay
the-
them like nothing.
The issue with jail is that they're trying to scare you from going into it when you should be like, okay, you made a mistake, you got here, now we're going to fix you. Or,
Yeah.
like, we're going to try to teach you something when you leave.
Yeah, let's try to rehabilitate you and make you a productive person, so when you get
Exactly.
out, you can contribute to society in some way.
Yeah, because it makes it good for the people who don't mind that life. Where you
Yeah.
got to go in there and get hard and like chill with your gang. You're like, bro, that's what I do out here. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like,
Exactly. They
You're
just-
making this even easier. for
And
me
now I got food.
Yeah, now I got
Yeah.
food, and now I really got security because all my boys are right here.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to go to the store by myself. Like I'm always just here,
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
to bad shit.
They say it makes you, if you go to prison and you're a criminal, they say it makes you a better criminal.
Yeah.
That-
Oh, wow,
that's
that makes
what
because
people
Because all you're doing is hanging around other criminals.
Yeah.
you're just trading practices.
Exactly.
You're
Like-
just trading practices.
trading strategies. Like
Bro,
how
that's
did you
what
do
the
this?
guy. That's what the guy from the Brittany Griner trade. That's what he was saying. He was like, yeah, when I was in prison, I just learned mad shit. And
The-
I'd
the
make
arms
connections.
guy?
Yeah.
He
The
said that in a
Russian
Russian
guy.
interview.
Yeah.
I just learned how to sell.
They interviewed
even
him.
better.
They interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah, I made like hella connections in there. Like I learned a lot of shit in there."
Yeah, I took some marketing classes. I'm pretty good at
Bro, he's
selling
gonna go.
arms now.
He's gonna go straight back to selling arms, bro.
about to go Pink Diamond.
Yeah. Dude, what a bad trade.
Horrible trade.
Oh,
What
it's
the
a
fuck were
bad
they
trade.
thinking?
Horrible
Listen,
trade.
no, I don't give a fuck about Brittany Griner.
I don't give a shit about
Why
her
did she
either.
take
Fuck
fucking
her.
weed in there? Is she stupid? But like,
I'm happy she's home, but I'm not happy under the ramifications.
she was a
her
casualty
back.
of war. Like,
Send her back.
she wasn't supposed to get that bad of a treatment, but because the war was going on, they were like, we'll make an example out of this WNBA player.
No, they wanted homeboy back.
Oh, so they were just waiting for the trade. They were waiting for
Yeah.
us to initiate it.
Oh yeah, she was a pawn.
Yeah,
was a
of
pawn.
course, yeah.
And Russia's smart enough to know that like the Biden administration, they like these political stunts. Every politician, not just the Biden administration, but like they like these political stunts of virtue signaling. It's like, let's get back this lesbian WNBA player. Looks good for us. Whatever. We appeal to our base by getting this chick back. Whatever.
The blacks.
Yeah, what a snag for them.
You say the blacks?
The blacks.
It was a black lesbian WNBA player, 'Cause
Bro.
The only thing you got to say is like, all right, well if that was an NBA player, y'all would be on it, and then they're
Yeah,
like,
and then fuck,
this
now
is-
we
you're
gotta
right,
go get
you're
her.
right. I
This-
would've.
This is a cheap pun, but that was a layup for Biden, bro.
It was, bro.
That was a
very
layup.
fitting. It's a fitting pun, bro.
nah, man, but he should have held out because that was a bad deal. Because I didn't do enough research on what that guy did, the guy that they traded for.
Dog.
But he was a Russian arms dealer, and his nickname was the God of Death or something.
Yeah,
the Merchant of Death.
The Merchant of
something
Death.
like that.
I mean, you don't let someone out like that.
Dude,
For someone who plays in
I
the
think-
WNBA.
I think
and Brittany Griner can't even dunk.
yeah, she can't.
She can't.
She's tall as shit.
Bro, she can't dunk, bro.
Bro, she's huge. You saw her next to like all these Russian guards and shit.
She's tall as
Towers
shit.
over
What
them,
a
man.
waste,
If
bro.
they all went toe to toe, she would have taken a few. She would have taken a few good, like easily.
You know, I think the guy they traded, the Merchant of Death or whatever, I think he had legit like ties to selling arms to terrorists.
Yes.
Like actual terrorist
Yeah.
organizations.
Yeah.
Like he sold them all kinds of shit.
Yeah. So all these things that are going on in the Middle East and all these other countries is because we're the ones who make a lot of these guns.
Yeah.
So somehow
yeah, dude.
we just pretend like I'm gonna sell it to you. What are you gonna do with it? Oh, I don't know. He used it for shooting practice.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
of
that's
course,
not what
man.
they do with it.
They
We know
fucking-
exactly what they do with it.
These giant defense companies, they just sell it to these independent contractors who are from whatever fucking country, right? And these independent contractors are probably guys like this, or they're companies that are ran who are like similar to guys like this, and they just fucking sell it
Yeah,
to anybody.
Redistributed.
Absolutely. I got two paths I can go down. Speaking of Russia, so one path. We got Vladimir Putin falling down the stairs and pee on himself.
No way.
Wait,
Vladimir
no, wait.
That happened?
I swear to God, y'all didn't hear about that?
I did not
No
hear about that,
way.
bro.
So there was a
dude.
rumor that went on because there's growing concerns of his health. You know what I mean?
Is this a video or
And-
just a rumor?
It's a rumor. No,
Oh,
It's a fact. It's a fact because it's from one
a
of his
fact?
people. It's got to be a fact. It's from one of his people. But he allegedly fell. Like I think it was like 2 weeks ago. He fell down the stairs, and he's an older guy, so I don't know. Maybe he lost control of his bowels, and he shitted
Vladimir
on himself.
pooed on.
Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir pooping. So yeah, he pooping and peeping on himself. How can you be
you-
afraid of this man?
How do you know he peed?
Well, I know for sure he pooped on himself.
He
They
just-
said
Vladimir
he pooed in his pants.
He soiled himself.
Are you assuming because he pooped, he also peed?
I am assuming because he pooped, he also
I'm positive.
it is very hard to poo-poo and not pee-pee.
I guarantee
Now
you,
that-
anytime someone poops in their pants, pee is coming right after.
Yeah.
Now that is a scientific explanation right
Oh,
there.
And if he
God.
pooped like that, his prostate is not in control, bro. His
Oh,
thing is,
dude.
it's
That-
doing the best it can.
that prostate is probably loose, bro.
The prostate's loose.
Oh,
That
God.
prostate's loose.
I can't hold on any longer. Just let it through.
Bro, I'm
Floodgates
not
just
gonna lie.
open, like a Hodor from Game of Thrones, bro.
Bro, I do have a story about peeing on myself, and it was crazy.
Ooh, let's
I
do
was
it.
in. Oh my God, I'm scared to say my age, but because it's embarrassing. But I was 13, and I'm getting off the bus, and I'm like, bro, I have to pee really fucking bad. So I'm running home, and I get to the hallway before my bathroom, and I'm like, nah, it's happening, and I just stood in my hallway and peed on myself.
You were in your house?
Gave
Because I
up?
couldn't make
You
it.
chum.
You know what sucks though? That your dick's playing tricks on you, bro. Because it's like hide and seek. Like when you right when you go to hide and seek, now you're like, now I have to piss. When you're close to the bathroom in proximity,
You got to go bad.
your bladder knows it, bro.
You
It's
kn-
like now.
You know, what you also
Like,
got
it's
to
too late.
consider is like when you're younger too, you're not your full size yet, so your bladder is small.
Yeah.
And some things develop before, so like you might have a grown man dick on a little baby bladder.
little baby
You know what I
bladder.
mean? So like you fucking peed yourself. But at this point, like I bet you if it was this happened today, you'd be fine, bro. You wouldn't pee yourself because your
Oh, I
bladder
thought
is
you were
bigger.
gonna say I'll be fine if I peed myself.
You'll be fine, bro. It's
If I
normal,
peed on
bro.
myself today, it was earned.
Yeah, you'd have to think about that for a year. Yeah. I bet every time peeing in your pants came up, you just, huh? Did they know?
Wait, so all right, did you clean it?
Oh, I just put my took my pants off and like washed it right afterwards.
It,
Like, put it
nothing
straight in
on
the washer.
nothing got on the floor.
No.
Your pants soaked it all.
It
up.
soaked it all up,
Good
bro.
pants.
It soaked it all
Sweatpants
up.
or what?
Oh my God, I forgot what
Man.
kind of pants. I think they were Levi's.
I haven't peed in my pants in a long time,
Bro.
but I can only imagine what that feels like.
It was
Probably
embarrassing,
awful.
and I was alone in my house
Yeah.
peeing on myself.
Oh, and at that point, once it starts, you can't stop. So you're just accepting it because you know if you had to pee that bad, that was at least a 30
Bro,
second piss.
after a while, I put my hand on the wall. And I just started. And I was just like, it is what it is,
might as
bro.
well get it all out. Do the shake inside your pants. Fuck it, what's the point? Do you still have? When did you get rid of those pants?
Oh, years ago.
You got rid of them like right after you kept them for a
No,
little
I
while.
wore them again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I wore them bitches again.
You know what sucks though? Peeing on your mattress, like when you were young.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bro, how does a parent deal with such a thing? You wake them up at 2 a.m. Hey, I pissed on my bed. That thing you can't put in the washer. What do we do now?
No.
You know, that you paid $1,000 for.
I didn't really do that often. I maybe did that like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, man, I
growing
did
up.
it.
But there's kids who are like like habitual bedwetters.
I was notorious.
You were notorious bedwetter?
Notorious. At my dad's house, oh my God, I was wetting that bitch up.
Why is that? You got lazy, or you would just chug a lot of water?
I would drink water before bed. Like
You
30
have
minutes
to-
before bed.
I had to stop doing that myself.
With your little baby bladder, you were drinking water before bed.
I was like 7 years old.
Baby bladder can't handle that, dude.
No, he did not.
Baby bladder's probably this big, dude.
Yeah. He's drinking too much.
It got to the point where my dad was like, "Bro, you and water cannot be near each other for an hour before bed."
Dude, I would
He had to
implement
cut you off, bro.
Hell,
hours
I'd
before
implement,
bed.
yeah, but I'd implement a cutoff time. No water, 3 hours before bed. No
Damn.
food, 3 hours before bed.
Oh God,
It just feels so good when you're in bed to chug a nice
It
bunch
feels
of water,
great.
bro.
I mean, I
You're
can do
playing
it
those
now.
That's the best time. To
You're
drink
playing a
water.
dangerous game if you do that.
Oh, absolutely, dude. In the middle of the night, dude. I've gone to sleep. I've woken up before because I won't pee myself now. You know,
Yeah.
believe it or not. But like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night really having to pee, but I'll be
Yeah.
so tired, and it'll be like 45 minutes away from me waking up for my alarm. Then I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Are you serious?
That is not safe. That is not
That is
healthy.
horrible.
Your
Your
bladder's
bladder myself a UTI,
Fucking-
dude.
Yeah, your bladder's just swelling up.
Yeah, my bladder's like, oh fuck. All right, let's do it. Overtime. We're in overtime.
So you guys, can you make a whole 8 hour sleep without having to get up to pee?
Yeah.
I can, yeah, but it
I
just
have-
depends on how much I drink before.
I haven't been able to do that in like 4 or 5 years, maybe. Dude.
That sucks.
I do that. I did that last night.
When sleep through the night.
Yeah, through the
Wow.
night without having to wake up and get go pee.
You
I do
deserve
too.
my respect, dude.
This is my
I-
big
I
old
can't-
bladder.
Hats off to that bladder.
He got that swole bladder, bro.
Bladder got an
See,
8-pack.
all them years
I
of
don't give
peeing
a
on
fuck.
myself paid off.
He strength
I got a
shit
big
up.
bladder now.
It was all that practice, dude.
All that
You got
practice.
that bladder made of steel, bro.
Your bladder's like fucking Joey Chestnut, bro. It's like all those years of practice. Now I could down 30 dogs easy.
Easy.
That's no problem, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah, peeing on yourself is not fun. Getting in the middle of the night is not fun either. They need to create something. They need to create like some sort of condom I could put on that leads into a bucket that I could just piss through this
No,
thing.
you need to get a bedpan. Like you're in a hospital or something.
Those things are just like on the side, right?
No, they have some that go under the bed.
Yo, so
Like
you
under the
just
hospital
lift
beds.
the covers. You sit up and shit and pee.
Oh, I don't know about shitting in bed.
No, you
can't-
can shit in the bedpan.
You can shit in a bedpan?
Yeah, they put it under you. And you just and then you just lay your turd in there. Imagine.
I'm wearing a diaper, bro.
No,
to
how,
bed.
how does that work if you're sharing the hospital room with another patient? It's just separated by
We're
a
just
curtain.
in bed shitting on each other.
You know what sucks? You just do it anyways.
You just hear as
Yeah.
you're fucking like 5 feet away from this dude behind a curtain.
my
Oh,
God.
You
bro.
smell all his asshole just releasing.
Nothing is worse than other people hearing your farts when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
shitting. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
can know I'm shitting. I don't care about that. But if you can hear the thump, thump, or like if you can hear the farts, like a loud fart, that's the worst.
It's
That's
mad
that's
funny.
degrading,
Bro, when I'm at work and I know it's a farty poop and I know there's a lot of trapped air, it's what we got butthole, right? We got cusp of the butthole, then we got a lot of air, and then the poop's up there chilling up top. We need to get those farts out first, bro. So it's just loud. Or
Oh
like,
yeah.
or like "Neep," some of those.
those farts really smell.
Yeah,
like
those do.
The ones that are like right before a poop.
Yeah.
Oh, those,
those
are
are the best.
so
it's opening
nasty.
the gates.
Bro, they're so angry too.
Those
They're
are
coming
so
out
angry.
like loud and hard.
Oh
Like-
my
like,
god.
Oh my God, bro.
all right, and then the other path I was gonna go down when it comes to Russia and jail is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate,
My boy
has
yeah.
been arrested for human trafficking.
Oh God.
Or human trafficking.
That's some bullshit.
Assumptions.
Free my boy.
No, don't free him.
That's some
Fuck
bullshit,
that guy,
bro.
dude.
Free my dude,
Free my
bro.
man.
Fuck that loser.
They don't have any evidence on my dude, bro.
He may have a nice way of talking, but that guy's a bum. That guy's a bum. You saw him beefing with Greta Thunberg.
That was hilarious. I thought that was so funny.
I didn't know
bro.
what that was about. I only
She-
saw pictures.
I don't know how it started, but he was basically flexing that he has a bunch of cars that release a lot of emissions.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, whatever.
He's like my 19 Bugattis.
Yeah,
And
my
he was
19 Bugatti. Is he have a English accent?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
I didn't know that. Really? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, that changes my perception of him. The guy's
He's a
all right.
Mediterranean
No,
boy.
just kidding.
The guy's a right classy guy.
Classy guy. No, but he was flexing the fact that he has a bunch of these cars that waste up gas and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like these luxury crazy cars and listing them all, listing the type of engines they have and blah, blah, blah. To this young girl, Greta Thunberg,
A child.
a child. I think she's like 20
She's
now.
19. She's 19.
A child.
Yeah, I thought she was like 12, to be honest. I thought she didn't age a bit.
She looks 12.
And she was basically, what did she say back to him? I forgot
Something-
what. But she,
something-
called him small dick energy.
Basically told him
yeah.
he has small dick energy. I thought it was a funny comeback.
She was like, why don't you contact me at smalldickenergy@whatever.com? And then he responded to her with a video, right, where he's going on for a few minutes about I don't know what he's going on about, to be quite honest. He's basically just he's like reiterating the point that he made in the tweet with all the cars and blah blah blah.
And then at some point in the video, he gets like pizza. It's ridiculous.
Bro, it's
the guy's a comedian. I'm gonna say that he's
smoking
a
cigar,
joke.
but
bro.
the thing is, he's not doing it unironically, so it just makes him a bum. So he's a comedian to me, but he's not funny. Does that make sense?
I don't know what you mean.
Like I'm laughing at him.
Absolutely not. He's aware of that, bro.
But no, I think he thinks that like I'm big shit, and like yeah, they may
Have you
laugh.
ever- no, have you
but
ever
I've got
actually
people
listened-
behind me who
Have-
will go who ride tooth and nail.
Besides, like TikTok clips. Have you ever actually listened to like an hour interview with him or anything like that?
Literally never.
You
Didn't
need
even know
to.
he had an accent.
It's all a sense of humor. Like there's definitely like some shit that's like
Yeah, he be joking a lot.
he be joking. He obviously takes himself like seriously, but the shit he says, he knows it's a fucking joke.
I think people are just too stupid, and they like take after all the bad stuff, and they actually
Exactly.
apply it to their real lives. When this
Yeah.
guy is living in a luxury apartment, just having the time of his life, he doesn't give a fuck.
and he is a scammer.
Yeah, you're not the same as this guy. You don't need to model your life after this guy. They're different situations. And
Wow, so the fucking pizza boxes got him.
yes, so he orders the pizza like AB said. Apparently, he was in Romania. I didn't know he was Romanian. He was in Romania,
No, he's English, but he lives in Romania.
and so what? He had warrants out.
Yeah,
They
he's
were looking
dodging
for
the
him?
law.
Apparently, like they
He
were.
lives in a luxury high rise. Just show up.
Apparently, they were
How
like.
can he hide?
They had been looking for him and they didn't know where he was because he
Yeah.
travels a lot. And they were like, when he gets back to Romania, we're gonna get him. And then
What
when
a dumbass.
they saw the pizza boxes that he had, and they were like, "Oh, that's a Romanian pizza place." The Romanian authorities, they're like, "That means we know he's in Romania." So I guess they contacted people they know who know Andrew Tate and know where he is, know where he's staying, and they raided his shit.
What does
dummy.
Romanian accent sound like? So I can do it.
Oh God, I, can't
I
do
would
it,
think
bro.
Eastern European, so any kind of like Russian.
Also like these. He sounds like no. Who?
No,
all right,
no,
well-
yeah, like that. Yeah, it's
Something
like
like
that.
You were far off.
Yeah, that's a hard one to do.
Yeah.
But so they got him for the pizza box, and they raided his shit, and they arrested him and his brother
Wow.
for human trafficking charges. And I know, I don't like the guy's attitude. Maybe he's funny. I don't know. Maybe I haven't listened to him enough. But just all the bad things that come out about him are not good. And the things that you see in the comments, I'm like, this guy's poisoning people's minds because they're too stupid to realize that it doesn't have to be that way. They don't
And-
have to
yeah.
listen to these people, these icons.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't glean on to just like a comment or like TikTok clips. You have to like take in at least like a 30-minute interview or like an hour beyond.
If
just
you
like,
want to.
That's
just
fair.
to get
I
what
mean,
the person's about and to see what the guy's really saying, right? Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
shit to me that's just like throwaway or like stupid, nonsensical bullshit. He says like you can own women, where that shit's stupid to me. But like, there's a lot of shit he says to me that's like, where he says, like if you're a man and you're having trouble like in your life, and if you're depressed, like start working out, start doing this, start trying to
Yeah.
better yourself. That's good advice for a lot of young men.
Yeah.
But then like the problem is they don't glean on to just that. They'll
They take everything.
They'll glean onto that, but they'll also glean onto like the other shit where it's like, yeah, I can fucking own women. They don't know shit.
I think I should hit her.
I
Hey,
think
babe.
I should hit her.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think they don't even glean on to the fucking the working out and the good shit. They just glean on to the most like controversial stuff, which is always
Not even that. It's
the
easier.
women shit.
It's easier to say fuck women than actually work on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't need this guy telling me I can work out. I know I can. I know I'm fat. But
Yeah.
like- but for this guy to be like,
But I know I'm fat. But the woman I'm with should respect that I'm fat.
right?
They should just fucking deal with it.
Respect my fat.
Respect my fat, you bitch. You fucking
Dude, all right, I got
Skinny
something else.
bitch.
Speaking of fat, I got something else to talk about.
Well, yeah. Oh wait, I was gonna ask. So, like, what are the human trafficking charges? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I don't
what's up
know.
with
He
that?
got charged before on human trafficking in Romania, but it turned out to be a bullshit one, so like they let him go.
Yeah.
I don't know what the case is this time. I don't know how, like the circumstances with which he was arrested. I have no idea.
Because I don't know this guy at all, but I couldn't necessarily see this guy human trafficking. He's always in interviews and stuff. Like,
Shit, that don't mean nothing.
you would think someone would lay low, kind of, right?
Hell
I mean,
no.
This guy's like, he's going out and saying "fuck women," blah blah blah, and then doing human trafficking. It's like you're just leading them right to you.
I don't know. I think it's because at one point, because he had multiple businesses, and one of his businesses, I'm not sure if he still does it, but the last time I heard him talking about this business it was a business to where he'd had like these chicks he was fucking who were like girlfriends or just friends of his that were chicks, and he convinced them to like start OnlyFans, and he would like take a percentage of the money and like pay them.
He
Right,
was
like
pimping them out on OnlyFans.
pretty much pimping out bitches on OnlyFans, and like they would live in his house, and it was all
Yeah.
consensual. Like he didn't force them to do anything, or like as far as I know, right? Like maybe he did force them, and it was like, I'm gonna take your papers if you don't. I don't know. That's why I assume maybe there's some human trafficking shit. I'm not sure, but from the way he was describing it is, it was consensual, and he knew them beforehand. And these chicks, they never met up with dudes, they never fucked dudes. It was all OnlyFans, and they would just make money off of there, and he'd take a percentage, and he'd give them back money, and that was it. And he just did that, and he just scaled it up with more women and more women to where it became like a business.
If he's taking the papers and doing it the other way, then obviously that's quite fucked up.
That's shady.
Yeah.
But if it's not, that's a solid.
That's
a good
solid
dude,
business model.
He said that him and his brother made millions off of that, but
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
making
You could give
250 G's a month.
Oh my God, those girls are idiots.
Bro, you could give them like really good cameras. You could give them really good backgrounds. It's like fucking like Playboy, dude. Like, you ever seen like what a Playboy photo shoot looks like? They'll be
Yeah.
like in
Oh,
a
yeah.
barn with a bunch of hay and like they got a horse and stuff, and it's like a whole photo shoot. That's
Those
her naked.
girls are dumb. Why do you need this dude running your OnlyFans?
Because maybe you don't have the money to rent out a
And
high rise
then-
and take a picture with your
Also,
ass out facing.
Gio,
the
I ain't
light.
gonna
they're-
lie to you. You have options.
Gio, also
Figure
they're,
it out.
They're uneducated Eastern European chicks, bro. They don't know
That is
any.
true.
They don't know anything, bro.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't-
you could buy them in a book 15 years ago.
Just hot
they don't know
Romanian
anything.
girl.
Yeah, you could buy them. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could buy
you
them
could
on a
buy them.
magazine. You call a phone number, you get one of them bitches shipped to your house.
Get a Russian wife.
It's like high-end escorts, dude. They do that
Yeah.
shit in Vegas.
Yeah, man.
Just get
and
a
like,
post-it card on the floor and just call them up.
and I think it's a pretty decent alternative to actually the chicks having to actually fuck dudes.
But something tells me it wasn't that. It wasn't
No,
that.
yeah,
that-
yeah.
something tells me this guy had to have been like somehow like not physically abusing them, but like making them seem like you can't leave or like
Yeah.
trust me. Like I got it. I trust.
And
you
all
don't
it
want to
takes
stay
is,
here.
all it takes is one girl to be like, okay, something fishy's going on here.
Because
Like,
you know they have those like webcam sex kind of orgs in like Asia
Oh,
and shit
yeah.
like that, where
Yeah.
they basically have like it's like 100 girls like in fake little rooms and they're all doing webcam stuff,
yeah,
stuff like that. So that's what I'm picturing. That's not good.
that's not good.
But if you're just like Dan Bilzerian it, and just like you got a
Yeah.
big ass house and you're like, all right, y'all all sleep in that room.
Another- another scammer.
It was more like some Dan Bilzerian shit versus like the Asia shit is like those bitches are locked in the rooms.
Yeah, they can't leave.
and they just get they're like prisoners.
And
Where
they're
this
doing
was-
webcam shit for like hours.
Yeah, I think this was more of like the chicks can still live their lives. Some of them had boyfriends.
Oh wow. So yeah, they must have been able to leave the house and shit.
Yeah, of
It'd be
course.
kind of awkward if they couldn't.
Yeah. Imagine being on webcam for hours. I can't squirt anymore. I can't.
You can only squirt so much.
I can't squirt anymore. Dude.
Apparently, some of the dudes don't even want that. Sometimes they just want chicks to talk to.
A chit chat.
They just want to
Yeah.
chit chat. They're lonely, bro.
Hop on chat roulette, brother. You ever been on chat roulette?
It's not the
It's
same, bro.
fucking
It's, just it's a bunch of
dangerous, bro.
dicks. It's a bunch of
Just
dicks.
A bunch of dicks.
There are a lot of dicks. Don't get me wrong.
It's
but
like
you
90
do see a lot
90
of people.
95% dicks, 3% children who shouldn't be on there, and 2% women.
So when I used to go visit my cousins, we would
Yeah.
always get on chat roulette every time we would go, and that was like maybe 2-3 times a year. And we did that for a span of like 6 years. And I can tell you this with confidence, as well back then. I would say it was like 50%. No, I would say it's like 40% dicks.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm,
way
I'm,
more
I'm,
dicks.
I'm rolling with
I
Omar on
promise.
this
It's
one.
not that many. I promise. 'Cause
It's not
you'll-
that many.
You'll see a lot of lonely dudes who might pull out their dick. but,
Oh, they already have it out.
But it's not
and they're
yet.
going full fucking crank.
But
and
there
you're
are
like,
other
damn.
people, yeah, who would just straight up, it's right on their dick and balls, and like they don't want anything to do with your face.
No subtlety. Not even over boxer.
Oh,
It's
not at
just
all.
straight up dick and balls
Bro,
are
I've
out.
always wondered, like, where is the girl that you're going to meet on here that's going to fuck with this?
Let me tell you what, never.
Never.
Not
Because you're
gonna
not
happen.
going to find them.
You rarely even run into girls at all. It's a lot of dudes, like single dudes, or dudes with their friends. Like 3 dudes, like all on the camera, and they're
I've
like,
seen groups
"Hey,
of
what's up?"
girls.
But then sometimes, yeah, you'll run to a group of girls, and that's rare. And
that
those-
might be of age, and they
sometimes they
might not
skip
be
on
of
you.
age.
That's
And
sketchy too. You don't know people's age on there.
Exactly.
Anybody can say anything. They don't verify shit. You just click whatever and you can get in.
So
Yeah.
just don't pull your dick out. just
Don't pull your
do
dick
that.
out.
But if you're horned up in a girl, I mean,
Oh, if you want to see a dick and you're a girl, have a blast.
yeah, just keep switching until you finally find a hot dude, and then
Yeah.
it's, all right, you
But
pull your dick out.
Do you think horny chicks are really going on there though? Horny
they're
chicks
fucking
can-
somebody.
They can go out and find real dudes. It's so easy for a chick to have sex compared to for a dude. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But if I was a sexy chick, every now and then you're laying in bed, you feel a little sexy. Like, let me hop on chat roulette, take these tits out.
Bro, that is
Take these tits
that
out.
girl's an angel.
You're a whore is what you are, Omar.
You are a harlot. You're a
harlot,
You're a
all right?
floozy. You have fun on chat roulette. Nah, you can't do that. You can't whip those out for the world.
Laying it all
No.
out there. What if some fucking 14-year-old boy pulls up on your titties out and he's
Oh,
Oh,
just
no,
like,
I'm not gonna have
no.
him out. I gotta wait till the hot guy shows up, and then we chit chat,
Yeah.
and then I say, you know what? I'm feeling frisky.
You gotta talk me out of
And
my
then
bra.
take a look at this.
all right, now
what do you think of
going
that?
back the opposite way. Do you think any sensible hot guy is gonna do that? Nah, hot guys can find hot chicks.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be on. The
It's an
people on
iffy
there
scenario.
are ugly
Yeah.
dudes, ugly dudes, children, fucking.
That's exactly what it
and
was.
dick. That's what I'm saying.
Because when I'd get on there with my cousins, we were like teenagers, like young teenagers, like
Yeah.
13, 14. And
There you
then
go.
We probably didn't do any of that after like 15, 16. That was probably
Yeah.
the latest we did it. And at that point, it was like it wasn't as fun. But sometimes you get random people and you chit chat with them and you just start talking. Like you could have both of them muted and just talk to each other like typing. It's a fun time.
Sometimes people be cool. People be playing their instruments and shit. Like you'll see people playing guitar, like playing drums.
I have
That's
never
cool.
seen anything cool on Omegle or chat roulette that y'all are doing.
Imagine
that y'all
being
are
the
seeing.
talented dude who's on their guitar and like I just like to play for random people, and then you just get a bunch of dicks.
You
Bunch
just
of
get-
literal dicks.
You're just fucking playing a song and just dicks just all over the screen.
Yeah, chat roulette is that's a recipe for cock.
I saw one time where like this dude was fucking his girlfriend.
On chat roulette?
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Because I'm telling you, some of these people, it's like their kink. Like they would rather do
Oh,
it on
being watched
on
and
like
shit.
FaceTime, yeah, or like watch me do this. You know what I mean? I think, and if that's your kink and you're hot, it's a webcam girl waiting to happen. I bet they make solid money.
Live porn right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it at somewhere else where you can get paid for it. Not on there, bro.
You gotta go strip.
You gotta go out there and strip. You gotta go do the stripping.
There's no safe way for women to get naked. Nowadays.
Yeah, not really.
Except OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's a oh man, what a fucking diamond for like hot girls. You don't even have to get naked.
But even
yet.
then,
You just put lubes up.
OnlyFans takes percentages of shit and shit.
Yeah, but still, if you're making a lot of fucking money, it's a lot of money.
That's true. It outweighs.
Yeah.
And then what they can do is they can circumvent OnlyFans and get the dude's personal info, like on Kick or some shit.
Exactly.
And then just get him to Cash App them, and they'll just send them pictures of their titties or something.
That's what they do. I think a lot of them they do like messaging stuff where like
Yeah.
you message them what you want and you pay them like $50 and then they'll put a fork up their vagina or something.
Oh!
Whatever. But the handle side.
The handle side of the fork.
Have just the end sticking out.
I'm not a bad guy. Do the other side. Do the
other
other not the pricks. Oh god.
Oh, yeah. All right. I was going to talk about the fatties. So I saw this movie, bro.
The fatties.
I saw this movie called The Whale. Have you guys heard of this?
Oh, that's a big boy.
Shout out Brendan Fraser.
With my boy Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie. Amazing movie. It's about this guy who's like crazy obese. He probably weighs like 600, 700 pounds. And he's become like a recluse.
You
And-
can't make a movie called The Whale and have this guy and not think I'm gonna laugh.
I
It's
think
hilarious.
That's the point, though, right? That's the point, kind of like. It's supposed to be a little bit comedic, or no?
No. The movie's not funny. To me, the concept is hilarious, but the movie's
why'd they
all
choose the name
sad
The
and
Whale?
dramatic.
No, it's a drama.
Why did they shouldn't have chose the whale.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because in the movie he's a teacher and he's talking about this essay. It's like a Moby Dick essay, so the whale.
Bro,
It
if
makes
I'm
it
in his
worse.
class, oh my god, that's a layup.
Is she Captain Aham? Was she? I'm trying to catch my fat dad. He's swimming
And
around
he-
the water.
So he's he's an English teacher, but like he never reveals his camera, so they never see him. It's always just a black screen because he doesn't show them because he's too.
Oh, that's funny, but that's sad.
He's too
Yeah.
embarrassed of how he looks, bro. There's scenes in the movie of him like going on like a binge eat.
Yo.
No, there's scenes of him going like on a binge, like eating.
Yeah.
Like you know how in movies they have like drug addiction binge scenes. There's
Yeah.
like an eating scene, bro. He's eating and it's disgusting, dude.
Popping
He's-
open Hostess treats.
He's just shoving pizza in his mouth and Three Musketeers, and then he's putting ranch on pizza and just.
and he's like crying while he's doing it.
Yeah, he's like crying, and then he eats so much and he just fucking pukes and shit, and then he just keeps eating.
Oh, it's funny, but it's sad because people probably do go through those sort of things.
Yeah, and like apparently the movie's been getting a lot of backlash because it's like framing fat people in the bad way or some shit, or it's like trivializing
that.
their or.
I hate when people say that
abusing
because
their
it doesn't
position.
represent all fat people.
Yeah.
It's just this one dude.
Also, bro,
Exactly.
if you're fat and we talk about you being fat, you have to understand that that's the truth. You have to understand. Yeah, you
gotta accept it.
Like people
It
are
comes
like,
with it, bro.
no fat shaming. You should be able to say someone who's being unhealthy. You know what I mean? That's like I got
Oh
3
my
cigarettes
God.
in my mouth. It's like, don't tell me shit because is what I want to do is my life. You know what I mean?
You're
But it's
framing
like-
smokers in a bad light.
Yeah, but it's like you're asking for a comment to be made in a
Oh
way.
my
You know,
God.
especially like morbidly obese people. Like,
Yeah.
like
I will say there's a line. Like I'm not gonna be like, yo, you're fat. Like,
No.
you fat fucker.
If you're
I'm not gonna say that. But I want to
I want to hear Gio do some fat shaming. That was good. That
Gio,
was
shame
real
all the
good.
fat
But,
folks.
but
That
I
was
will
real
say,
good,
like,
Gio.
bro, they gotta get some tough skin. They gotta
Yeah.
have some tougher skin, bro. It's not all about you.
They have a lot of skin.
They have
They
a
got
lot
a lot
of
of
skin.
skin. You got a lot of it to
If you work
spare.
out, it'll be tougher.
You might as well make some of it tough. Rub a little sandpaper on it. You can't feel it.
But dude, there's all right. So in the movie, right? Like obviously he can't leave his house. So he
You can't walk through the doors.
dude, he's too big. He can't really walk, right? So he has to have all his food delivered. So he began pizza and shit delivered, right?
Oh
so
my
he gets
God.
like
Come in.
bro. He gets 2 pizzas delivered and like a Subway sandwich, and like the guy leaves everything like on the outside, like on the balcony.
Yeah.
And then he leaves the money like in the mailbox, so he never sees the dude. But the dude drops it off, and then the dude's like, "Hey, Gambino's Pizza." here's your pizza. And like he's been delivering to the guy for a while. And the delivery guy, like, he gets concerned because he starts hearing like a lot of coughing. He's like, "Hey, are you okay in there?" And the guy's like, "I'm okay." And then the delivery guy says, "Oh, my name is Dan, by the way." And then Brendan Fraser's character, the fat dude's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Charlie." And Dan's like, "Oh, I hope you have a good day, man. Let me know if you need anything." And then like they start to develop like not like a friendship, but the delivery guy's just friendly. And he's never seen him. And then one day when it's raining, like the delivery guy puts the pizza down and he like starts walking out. And then he like waits by the stairs because the guy's like on a 2-story apartment building. Mm-hmm. He waits by the stairs in the rain, and then he sees Charlie get out, like obese Charlie get out. And when he sees him, his face just like drops.
Oh,
like the delivery guy just like he sees it and he just like he runs.
What the fuck did he expect? A hot chick?
runs away scared.
And then that's when Charlie goes on the eating binge and starts going crazy with the pizza.
Oh, he sees him. He sees him running away.
They see each other.
Oh, does he ever come back? The delivery driver?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
because like the delivery guy
sad.
the delivery guy knew something was off, but he'd never seen this person. He didn't know who he was delivering to. He didn't know if this guy was obese. He'd never seen him. He'd always lived the food outside.
Though? Does he look that fat?
He was like grotesque, like that. He was that big.
Yeah.
Oh,
like grotesquely big.
Listen, obviously, I can find the humor in this.
I'm finding humor in him running away. Like,
Yeah.
what did you think was going to happen?
I'm finding humor in him running away like he just saw an alien for the first time.
That's how he ran, bro.
Yeah, in the rain, running down the street like it's it. But
Bro,
but I can also see how that's definitely sad, dude. That's really sad how some people like they don't feel that comfortable in their skin. And like I think once you're down that rabbit hole, you're so deep in it that you don't even know how to get out. So you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna die like this. Like I'll just eat as much as I want until I'm gone.
I cannot watch that movie in theaters because I will be laughing too hard.
It's a
I
really
would
sad.
be dying.
She'll be laughing at the binging scene. Jill's gonna be
I'll
laughing
be
his
fucking
ass off.
smacking my knees.
Oh my
I'll be
gosh.
having a great
Bro, I've
time.
never seen someone make pizza look disgusting. And let me tell you, pizza. I haven't eaten pizza since then, and I don't want pizza. It's made pizza look gross.
Ew.
Bro, you said that this guy has been delivering to him for a while. Is always pizza?
I mean, he gets all different kinds of stuff.
Oh,
but
it's like a Uber. It's like a Uber.
But this specific guy, is from a pizza place. It's a pizza
I
delivery
see.
guy.
Yeah.
But he gets, bro, he'd be eating in the movie. At one point in the movie, he has like this big ass like sub sandwich. It's like a meatball sub, and it's like one of those thicker sandwiches.
Oof.
And he decides to like take a huge bite. And
They don't call me the whale for no reason.
He has,
Watch this.
Watch
Throws it up in
this.
the air. And
he has
it all in his mouth.
he has this friend who's a nurse, and she comes to check on him. Right?
It's a cartoon, this guy.
Dude, for real. He has this friend who's a nurse that comes to check on him, and she brings him food, even though she feels guilty because he's killing himself slowly. And he's eating the sandwich in front of her, and she has her back turned, and she's like doing the dishes for him while he's eating. And he starts choking. He's like, she has to fucking go behind him and push his ass and fucking slap his back and shit.
Oh my god.
And then she's like, fucking chew your food. And she's like crying and shit because like the guy almost fucking died.
Because he's just swallowing it whole.
He was inhaling that sandwich.
Yeah, because
dude.
if you ever see like what those 600-pound sisters eat, it's like they're not chewing because that's
No.
too much food. They'd be there for like an hour. They'd be there for 2 hours
Be
eating.
there for like an hour.
It would take a really long time to eat an entire pizza. To eat two
fuck,
entire
bro.
pizzas chewing well. Nah, dude. That's gonna take a while.
Dog, that shit is too fucking funny.
Oh,
man.
that's a bummer though, man. It makes you feel bad for people who.
Wait, so is
Makes
he
you
like
wish-
a bad guy? Or
No,
is he just
no,
like
well,
he's not attentive.
He's an absent father.
No,
right?
he's an absent father, but he's not a bad guy. He hasn't done anything like
Is
bad.
he
besides
embarrassed
being
because
so
of his
many
weight
jokes
as a
came to my
father?
head. He said he's an absent father. I had so many jokes.
Oh, he's not absent. He's there, all right.
He's there, right.
There's
I
a lot
can
of
see him
them.
from here.
No, he's absent because he can't get up.
Where's he gonna go?
he gonna
He's
go?
like, Dad? Oh, he's right there. He's right there. He's stuck in the doorway.
Oh shit, his car won't start. He's too heavy.
He's fucking
Can't
leaned over,
drive.
stuck in the doorway with his butt crack showing.
Obviously, the movie takes place pretty much all in the apartment because the guy can't fucking leave the apartment. No, seriously, there's maybe 2 scenes outside of the apartment.
God, I hope he gets healthy at the end.
Yo, dog.
He doesn't, I'm sure. He
You gotta-
dies at the
No,
end.
the
probably.
gotta
ending
watch
is
the
him in the
movie.
supermarket and he's buying his own
He probably
shit.
dies happy after like
Oh my
He's
after
buying-
like not becoming estranged with his daughter.
He's
like,
buying kale and shit.
Hey, good for him.
Nah, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. He's dead.
No, but I recommend you
He
guys
is
watch
dead
it.
in the movie.
I recommend you watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch it. It's just sad movies are hard for me to watch,
Oh
man.
my
I don't like
God,
watching
bro.
them. I like watching like certain sad movies, but those type of sad movies, they're like real. They're too sad. Like I could watch John Q, and like, all right, this
Yeah.
guy's taking a hospital hostage. This is sad, obviously, but like, there's other things going on here.
Yeah.
To watch a guy eat himself to death in an apartment when he's trying to just rekindle a relationship with his daughter, that's
Yeah.
sad. That's just actually sad.
That's a little tough.
There's something beautiful about it though, man. Like it's just so real. You know, it's just such a human. Like there's people like that guy, dude. That's
sure.
why I think it's a beautiful thing. It's like the stories that this director tells and the movies that he's made. It's all about like shit. A lot of his movies are about like people who have addiction. Like, he made a movie about like heroin addiction called Requiem for a Dream. That's a beautiful movie
him?
too. Yeah,
he made that movie and then made this movie.
yeah, bro.
These are very different movies.
He made The Wrestler.
He made The Wrestler. Like,
I know they're sad then for real.
he makes grimy movies like about people like the downtrodden people of society. Like the people in his movies are never like the people at the upper echelons of life.
So
like, they're always downtrodden.
If you're offended by this movie, it's not for you.
It's
for
real, bro.
It's for everybody that's 600 pounds and over.
Yeah,
So get your
you're
fat
too
up.
fat, don't watch the movie. If your
Exactly.
dad is too fat, don't watch the movie.
Exactly.
If your friend who you saw choking is just too fat and wouldn't swallow his food, you shouldn't watch this movie.
but maybe they need to watch it for a wake up call.
If you're a delivery driver,
How are they gonna watch it? They can't get to the theater.
you better rent that shit.
You gotta buy 2 seats for you.
Rent that shit and
Buy
eat,
2 seats.
rent that shit and eat a pizza while you watch it.
Can I have 4 large popcorns? Says
4
2 in each
large
hand.
I don't need a chair. I'll sit on the staircase.
Sit on the staircase.
I'll sit in the
Oh, my
walkway.
God.
Yeah, all right. That's enough fat jokes.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not funny.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
are disgusting.
You guys are disgusting.
I
for
have to
that.
get him out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, no, but I can definitely see how sad that can be. Like, I'm laughing it off, but I can see for sure how that's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's
I can see it
powerful to
being
see
sad.
people in real situations like that. Another movie I don't know, Prisoners. We don't need to talk about it, but that's that's a great
I
movie
watched
where
that again
some
recently.
real shit is happening, and it's like, man, you see like. It's basically about 2 dads whose daughters get abducted and they're looking for them.
Oh, okay.
And it's about the 2 dads. It bounces around one of the dads who's Hugh Jackman and then the detective who's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And it's like his struggle with finding his daughter and like knowing that she's lost and shit and looking and waiting for him to go save her.
Not lost, but
abducted.
fucking abducted.
Yeah, not lost. Like they know she's abducted. They saw them get abducted. Right?
Yeah. No, they didn't see him get abducted, but like they were playing on this RV at the beginning of the movie, and then the girls they leave to like go to like their back to her house to grab something. They leave by themselves. These 2 6-year-old girls or 7-year-old girls, and they just don't come back.
Yeah.
And it's like the only logical conclusion is that the person in the RV might have seen them and taken them.
Yeah. Not that they just walked away or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's a struggle with the detective and like not finding them and knowing that this guy is waiting for him to find his daughter and like the time clock on like, you know, if I think it's like after 48 hours, like the chances of finding people alive are very slim. And it's a really good movie. Really good movie. Very sad.
Very dark, bro.
Very, very dark. And I'm like, wow, it's a super powerful movie, but it's just one of those sad
It's
movies
not a
I like to
recent one,
watch.
right? It's been out for a while.
It's like 2010.
Like 10 years
Oh,
ago,
okay.
something like
yeah,
that.
something like
Oh,
that.
you can
12.
spoil it. What happens? Somebody dies.
All right, so basically, Hugh Jackman is trying. Okay, so both of the daughters are missing.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal is looking for them. After 48 hours, Terrence Howard, is that his name?
Yeah.
Terrence Howard's daughter
Yeah,
gets
man.
found. That's my I'm an Empire, man.
He's an Empire?
Yeah.
She gonna start singing soon, man. So his daughter gets found, and well, I don't even know how to describe this movie. There's so much going on. Basically,
Just the ending. What happens with the girls
lot
in the
going
end?
on.
okay, so his daughter gets found. Terrence Howard's daughter gets found. Hugh Jackman is losing hope, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?" Like his daughter gets found. She has like blood on her clothes, and I think they find the bloody sock of his daughter or something like
Oh.
that. Basically, okay, so it's a lot. So basically,
There's a lot going on, Gio.
Okay,
It's
never
hard
mind,
to
never mind.
describe the
That's fine.
Basically,
ending.
they think they find the guy who did it. They kidnap him and they have him locked up somewhere. And they're trying to like terrorize this man. And this
Yeah.
man has
Torturing
like
him
mental.
and shit.
He's like has like a mental disability. Like he won't talk to them. He won't even like look them in the eye. Type of shit. Like
Yeah.
really timid. Like won't speak. He's like maybe autistic or something like that.
Yeah.
But they think he did it. So they have him locked up in a room and they're like basically terrorizing this guy until he tells them where his daughter is. And it ends up being that it's not the guy. It's the guy's mom or grandma
Wow.
that kidnapped the daughters, and she basically is like using this kid, and like she has the daughters like in a basement, and Hugh Jackman finds them at the end. The mom drugs him, and she puts him in the basement too, and
It's not a basement. It's a whole underground outside.
it's a whole underground. They
It's a
park the
whole-
RV over,
And they park the car over it.
yeah, so he can't get out. And so actually no, before this happens, Jake Gyllenhaal finds the daughter.
Okay.
And then Hugh Jackman goes to the house after he found them. He doesn't know yet that the daughter's been found. Then he gets drugged.
saw it.
He gets put in the hole. Jake Gyllenhaal comes back to the house after he realizes that he thinks is the person that did it.
Mm-hmm.
And the dad has like a whistle that he gave his daughter, like in case anything bad happens. And she had it the whole time. And he finds the whistle down there in the hole, and he's blowing the whistle. And Jake Gyllenhaal can hear it, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, no, that's crazy. So at this point, they're like raiding this woman's house.
Yeah.
They're looking like all over. They already found out that it was her.
For like bodies and
for
Because
bodies.
she says she's killed like lots of kids.
And she has like all kinds of like these drug jugs like with juice in them that she'll feed the kids so that they stay drugged up and like they're not screaming and shit.
Yeah.
And that's what she gave him. So he can't scream. He doesn't have the energy to try to push his way out or like climb out. Mm-hmm. So he's like faintly blowing this whistle. And Jake Gyllenhaal is leaving. He's like the last person on site out of the forensics team. And he hears it again. And then the movie ends.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
you can assume that he went and found him.
Yeah, it's presumed that he found him because he's a good detective.
But let me tell you, I butchered the shit out of that. You should watch it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Absolutely fantastic.
Even though Omar just spoiled that, there's that movie. The movie's still worth watching because like the journeys and the twists and turns and like the whole thing going on is there's so much happening in the movie.
The reason why I was interested because I was like, I know someone. I just saw an interview about somebody that was in it, and Paul Dano was in it.
Yeah, he
was a
played the
weird kid.
I was gonna say the R
Oh,
word.
yeah.
He played
The Riddler's in it, yeah.
Yeah, he played that fucking kid.
Anytime he's in a movie, just know he is the weirdest one in the movie.
And they beat the shit out of that guy, man.
Oh.
They put like boiling water on him.
Oh, man.
But let me tell you, bro, it's good. Bro, Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal act their goddamn
Find my
dicks
daughter!
off. Why don't you find my fucking daughter instead of following me?
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Hey, Mr. Dover, calm down.
Hey, it hasn't been a fucking week. It's been 5 days. And there's a scene where Jake Gyllenhaal comes back to the office after he thinks the daughter's dead when they find a bloody sock, throws all of his shit off of his desk. It's so good, bro.
He's an amazing
so
actor.
good.
Dude. He's so good in the movie, bro.
Yeah, he looks so broken.
And he looks like he hasn't slept in the whole movie. Like you can tell like that dude's just living that case. Like he's just in it, bro. Like he's not sleeping until he finds these fucking girls.
God, that must be so tough, bro. Being like that kind of a high level detective where like they give you the tough cases and you have to try to crack them and like missing people like children.
Oh my god,
It's awful,
dude.
bro. Because like it's true. After 48 hours, especially with kids, they're probably dead. And like to know that and still be looking for them when the parent is calling you up, like, "Hey, have you found anything? Have you found anything?" That's fucking awful.
You're either somebody's worst enemy or hero at that point. Because if you find the daughter, you're a hero. If you never find the daughter, the person whose kid was taken, they're gonna resent you for the rest of their life.
Absolutely, yeah. These people, yeah. I mean, obviously you didn't do it, but like in their eyes, like you were supposed to save them. Why didn't you save them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
terrible.
Yeah, it's a great movie though, man.
I'm
Great
good.
movie.
I might give it a shot.
Yeah.
That's a good note to end on, boys.
Oh shit!
Go watch Prisoners.
Everybody should watch Prisoners.
All right.
All right, take care.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Yeah. I wish I would have remembered things in a more concise order, but it's really good. I'm gonna give it a shot. Homeboy from The Dark Knight, the guy who's in all the Christopher